So hi everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Marcel and I'm a student of economics. Today we're going to talk about some of the best stocks and sectors to invest into in 2020. Here, as always, you're going to have the timestamps of different parts of the video, and let's just get straight into it. So as we all know, one of the best investments to make is probably to invest into some kind of an index like the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is basically the index of 500 of the biggest companies listed on the US stock exchange. It is considered to be, of course, one of the best investments and also one of the safest investments. I'm mentioning this because if you're able to target just a certain sector or an industry within the S&P 500, you will probably have better gains. And in the last 10 years, there were actually 3 sectors that had better performance and in general outperformed the S&P 500. And these 3 sectors were the healthcare sector, the technology sector, and the consumer discretionary sector. But of course, investing all of your money in just one stock in this sector would be very inefficient. If you have read Benjamin Graham's Intelligent Investor, you would know that it is very important to diversify your investment across different stocks. That is why I'm also going to present 3 types of stocks, and these are basically the best value stock, the fastest growing stock, and also the stock with the most momentum. So the best value stocks have the best value to return ratio. This basically means that the amount that you invest into a stock is the smallest compared to the amount that you get from it via dividends, etc. Then we have the fastest growing stocks. These basically have the highest year-over-year earnings per share, and also the stock with the most momentum. This basically is the stock that has the highest total return over the last 12 months. So, of course, before investing into any of these stocks, it is very important that you read something about the company in itself. So I'm going to leave a link in the description through which you can basically read more about all of the companies that I'm going to mention. So the healthcare sector is almost an obvious choice for any smart investor. The population is aging, biotechnology is rapidly advancing, and in the last couple of years the healthcare sector has led all other sectors and will most likely do the same in the future. Also, the healthcare sector is a defensive sector, which basically means that even in the times of a recession or in general an economic downturn, people will still need to go to their doctors, buy their medication, etc. So the healthcare sector includes hospital conglomerates, institutional services, insurance companies, drug manufacturers, biomedical companies, and different medical instrument makers. So some of the best stocks that you can buy in the healthcare sector as of July 2020 are the stocks with the best value are Biogen Incorporation, Bio-Rad Laboratories Incorporation, and Alexion Pharmaceuticals Incorporation. Then we have the fastest growing healthcare stocks. These are the AmerisourceBergen Corporation, Align Technology Incorporation, and Teleflex Incorporation. And lastly, we also have the stocks with the most momentum, and these are Dexcom Incorporation, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals Incorporation, and West Pharmaceutical Services Incorporation. Next up, we have the technology sector. As we all know, during the past 20 years, the technology sector has basically reshaped how we do business and in general our lives, and it is likely going to continue this trend also in the future. The technology sector is a category of stocks that basically contains different technological businesses, such as manufacturers producing computer hardware, computer software, or electronics and technological services, and also different technological service industry companies, such as those providing information technology and business data processing. So some of the best stocks that you can buy in the technology sector as of July are So the best value technology stocks are Xerox Holdings Corporation, Northern LifeLock Incorporation, and Segat Technology plc. Then we have the fastest growing tech stocks. These are Advanced Micro Devices Incorporation, Northern LifeLock Incorporation, and Gartner Incorporation. And lastly, we also have the stocks with the most momentum. These are Nvidia Corporation, Advanced Micro Devices Incorporation, and Lam Research Corporation. And lastly, we also have the consumer discretionary stocks. The consumer discretionary, when compared to the other two sectors, is basically a cyclical sector. That is because the consumer discretionary sector basically provides different luxury services or different things that are in general not considered a necessity. That means that when there is a recession, this sector is going to be hurt much more than the other two sectors because people will likely spend a lot less. So it depends very heavily on the stage of the business cycle. So this sector, although it did outperform the S&P 500 in the long run, it will likely be successful. But if you're a short-term investor, anything just like the coronavirus crisis can happen, and basically these stocks will most likely go very much down. So some of the best stocks that you can buy in the consumer discretionary sector are the stocks with the best value: MGM Resort International, Carnival Corporation, and Heinz Brand Incorporation. Then we have the fastest growing stocks. Here's once again the MGM Resort International, the eBay Incorporation, and the Aptiv plc. And that's the stocks with most momentum. So here we have Chipotle Mexican Grill Corporation, Amazon.com Incorporation, and Domino's Pizza Incorporation. So today we have talked about some of the best stocks and sectors that you can invest into in 2020. The video was maybe a bit shorter, and if you have any questions, suggestions, whatever, please leave them down in the description. And that would be pretty much all, and see you guys in the next video.